Is it fair for me to tell my husband that he can't move with us if he isn't employed? To try and sum this up as simply as possible, he got fired from a great job in January. Since then he has tried maybe 2 or 3 odd jobs. None of them very well paying or lasting more than a couple weeks. He has contributed less than maybe $2,000 to our family this year. We 27F and 34M have 2 2-year-olds together. I've made about all the sacrifices I could to keep us afloat. Went into CC debt. Worked 2 jobs at times. I make about $53K a year and work extra odd shifts for OT. But yeah, I gave up having an apartment this past summer because of debt accumulating. Recently, my parents offered to watch the kids more full-time so I don't have to pay for daycare, which would allow me to afford to support the 3 of us somewhat decently and get an apartment. I told him that if he can't get a job, like anything I'll even take 10/HRS, just something to help me, that he can't come with us. I can't support him too. He has no disabilities that would prevent him from working. I know it is a tough market. I know that. But we are coming up on a year and I just can't stomach him being at our apartment doing nothing while our kids are taken care of so we can work. In any way possible. So if he can't do this, is it fair for me to say he can't come with us? Edit. About why I was paying for daycare. To clarify, I had my kids in a 2-day educational program. It was hard to afford, but I was doing this for their benefit. They are smart and deserved hands-on and the social aspect. My mom has offered to take this over for us until I am more financially secure. So not daycare, more like a school curriculum. I switched from a WFH position earlier this year for more pay. Up until that point I was the kids' primary care and working and finishing a degree. It has been a crazy year of transition. I'm just tired and confused and I just want stability for myself and my children. I've grappled a lot for what is best for my kids. I'm new to the whole school/daycare thing, trying to do the best by the kids. He is a good dad. He loves them. He is failing me as an equal partner though.
Relevant comments. Liziote. I'll even take 10/HRS. Stop begging for the bare minimum. All it will do is teach him to do the bare minimum, and even that will only be in short bursts. He's gonna do just barely enough until you let out a sigh of relief. Once you're off his ass, he'll stop even that little bit of effort again. Live separately until he can prove to be a functioning adult again. Right now you're treating him like a teenager. That kinky lady. Yup. If he doesn't have any medical issues he needs to be full-time, at least. The fact that OP had to juggle multiple jobs, going to school, and being WFH but handling childcare at the same time is insane. 10 hours? I'd be demanding a divorce by this point. He isn't a good dad if he isn't able to financially provide for his children at all. It'd be different if they agreed to him being SAHD, but sure doesn't sound like it. I'd say separation, he gets something that has him working full-time hours, and couples counseling minimum to prevent a divorce. This is crazy.
Update. I wasn't honest in my first post. Just like I am not honest and lie to most people in my life right now. I guess it is the unbelievable amount of shame I carry. It is true that my husband was fired in January. The real reason is BC he had a workplace injury the previous summer. He completely tore up his knee. Had major surgery. Rehab. The company was extremely helpful in his recovery. Then his prescriptions ran out. Found out later he started buying pain pills off the streets. Which, yeah, isn't oxy whatever. It's basically just fentanyl these days. So as a consequence of a ramping up addiction he could no longer hide, I had kicked him out. Then he got fired. He went through periods of inpatient and outpatient and AA and therapy and Suboxone, maybe, and drugs for depression and drugs for anxiety and everything else we could think of, and all the while we were living separate lives because he was a danger to children. Why am I still so attached? How the fuck was any of us supposed to foresee this happening? You fall deeply in love. You get the ring and the kids. Life is going pretty good, always with its challenges, but that is just like life. It is fucking hard. I'm not even sure what the point of my post was. It didn't really make much sense because yeah, he is an able person, why can't he just get a job, come on dude. Or be a stay-at-home dad. Y'all, I would have loved to give him that privilege. If only. But people with substance issues can't really keep a job. Definitely can't be around kids. A lot of people read my post. Took time out of their day. Most of it was just criticizing us, but I mean that is what everyone does to everybody most of the time in real life too. Still, I have been feeling some type of way about it all being based on a lie. I want a life with him. He does love his kids. This isn't how it was supposed to go. Then to top it all off, he has, because of his addiction issues, caught slick 5 charges in the last 5 or so months. Been wrecking cars first his then whatever family was stupid enough to allow him to drive them. Legally isn't allowed to drive. After I posted this he got arrested for driving without a license. I already wasn't sure how in the fucking world I could salvage our relationship. Love was the only thing keeping me from cutting him off completely. His family and I are going to push for him remaining in jail/then prison and hopefully get him placed in hopefully a more substance recovery-based program, but y'all know how fucked the US prison systems are. Most likely he will be general population, get even worse mentally, and God forbid it but may eventually be saying final goodbyes. My priority at this point has passed protecting him and moved on to protecting the general public from him. For now, at least he is safe? If you consider jail/prison safe. Which I sure as shit don't, but at least he won't OD. Right? Repeat to myself, it is out of my hands. Just like this whole experience has been. Fuck y'all, I don't even know anymore. My family says they are proud of me for holding it together. I'm sure they are disappointed in a lot of things I've done, not just keeping the door open this long. I've been so dumb throughout my 20s. I know I can do better in my decision making. Most of all, I want stability for my children. I've decided that I will be serving him with divorce papers once he gets officially sentenced. It is just a damn shame. I loved the person he was before all this chaos so much y'all don't even know. Him holding our 2 little twins in the hospital? The dad who cried when I gave him a card saying baby A loves you and will see you soon daddy. This was after something like after my 20-month scan, I can't specifically remember now. Then I handed him a second card that said baby B loves you too and can't wait to meet you as well. I cry every time I think about that. I'm crying right now. How do I accept that I can't have that life with him? I just don't know. I'm just so heartbroken. In short, yeah, we will be moving into the apartment without him. We will be moving on completely in life without him. Maybe one day he can join us again and we will have more special and meaningful days. Maybe not. It's out of my hands. I appreciate y'all. Y'all can tear me up for all this. That's perfectly fine. I deserve it too, I'm not a saint. I've said horrible things to him throughout this time. I have been so angry and resentful from how this past year and a half has played out. But I'm ready to finally move on. I'm just gonna leave this here and probably not return to this account. For those of you out there that are dealing with anything like I have, I'm so fucking sorry. It destroys not just the addict's life, but anyone who cares about them. As long as you care about them. And it isn't ever easy to say goodbye to someone you love. Not in normal circumstances, or the extreme. Just know that you are not alone. I tried Al-Anon but wasn't able to establish a community. There are resources and genuinely caring people and support out there if you need that. Take care y'all.
Relevant comments. First_platypus 3063. That's a heavy and heartbreaking story. You are very strong. Also, suffering such an injury must be a heavy hit, we are all just people. I wish you all the best, even in those dark times when light is scarce. Be here for your kids and yourself, don't hesitate to ask for help whoever you can, you don't have to face this alone. Find therapy if you can. And if you still have energy, be here for your husband if you want to. As a person that worked with addict, having family that cares about you is an absolute game changer for such a person. But again, put yourself first. Paladin 7. You need to protect yourself and your children. You made the right choice, you can't be his nurse or nanny. You should break it clean. Don't leave the door open for him, and let him beg to come home when he isn't ready. Make the divorce official. If he gets himself clean and 100% back together, you two might not be together, but like you said, at least he'll be alive. Maybe one day, he can be that good person again, but he's gotta expect that you might be remarried by then. You can't dangle yourself out there like a carrot. Some people don't get help until rock bottom. He can't hit rock bottom if he thinks you'll pick him up.